Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Angelique.
I know it's been a while, especially with the both of us here, but today we are partnering with List Perfectly to create today's video. We are talking all about List Perfectly, the benefits of it, how useful it is in the reselling community, all the benefits that it has for your business.
So if you didn't know, we have a business called SHOPASHANG. It is right now primarily on Poshmark. We resell clothing, jewelry, home decor, shoes, anything that we love, we want to bring to you. We sell high-end brands like Chloe and Tory Burch. We also sell lower-end brands like H&M and Express, Urban Outfitters, but the whole idea about our closet is to sell things that we love. So it's curated to our style.
Correct. So there's really something for everybody. Yeah, but just to give you like a little brief story on that, that's what we do. That is pretty much our full-time job. It's an everyday thing. We have a whole day in our life video about that. But yeah, that's what we do now. And a great tool for all resellers, and not just us, is List Perfectly. And that's what we wanted to talk about today. We wanted to talk about, is List Perfectly even worth it? Because of course it is a monthly subscription, so you are paying month to month. But a lot of people question, are these companies worth it? Are they beneficial to your brand and your company? Does it save you time? Does it make your life easier? Does it make your job easier?
I think a lot of times when people own a business and they're used to working for themselves, they question whether it is profitable to invest in help. And I think that when you own something yourself, the whole idea is that you want to do everything yourself. But it's important to pay for help sometimes, because in the end of the day, it helps make things a lot more easier for you, so you can use that time and direct it towards something else like sourcing and listing and taking photos, and then you can pay for some extra help to help you list, which is like what List Perfectly does.
So we're going to get into all of that and all the benefits of using List Perfectly. So what is List Perfectly, right? That's where we should start. List Perfectly is an engine that you can download. So it's not an app, it's an actual software that you download to your computer. And what it does is it basically cross-lists all of your inventory. A lot of people sell not only on Poshmark, but Mercari, on Citizen, Tradesy, Depop, eBay. Like, there's so many different platforms for selling and reselling, and a lot of people like to utilize all those platforms to get their items out there and sold faster, which is genius, really. I mean, it does get you to move your items faster when you're putting it on multiple different platforms for people to see. So what List Perfectly does is basically makes all that easier for you. It's an engine where you list your items into List Perfectly, and then you can cross-list everything to each of the platforms. So instead of just listing an item on Poshmark and then copying it over onto Citizen or Tradesy or eBay, so what you would do instead is just directly list the item into your List Perfectly account. Then you can select which platforms you'd want them to be cross-listed to. It makes it so much easier to not have to type in the title again, download all the photos again, rewrite the description so many times. It does all the work for you. That is a huge major key in having List Perfectly. It saves you time, which is wonderful, especially when your listings are as detailed as ours when it comes to measurements and super specific things about that item that you want to include in your listing to help your buyers really get an idea of what they're purchasing. You don't want to be writing those descriptions over and over and over again. So essentially it just makes the listing process a lot easier for you. And as a reseller, you know that time is of the essence. Time is money. Instead of spending hours typing the same thing over and over again on different platforms, we can be outsourcing. We can be out finding new inventory, listing new inventory. We can be doing so many other things rather than just cross-listing manually. So List Perfectly does that for you, which is amazing.
What's great about List Perfectly is that they have different payment options, so really you can select what works best for your business. They have a simple, business, and pro option. Each of them has different features and of course different monthly prices depending on the amount of features that they have and the benefits of each one. Some features are available on all of the plans, such as delist, relist, and mark sold, but some of the features, such as description footers, are only available on the Pro. That way you can look through all of the features on the list and figure out which one works best for your business and select the plan accordingly.
I think people often underestimate the amount of time it takes to actually list. Ashley does a lot of our listing, and I watch her do listings for hours and hours and hours and hours, and it takes a long time. And although we only sell on Poshmark right now, I can't even imagine how much longer it would take her to list on different sites like Mercari and Depop. It would just take too long, and
way too long. So bulk cross listing is one of the things that List Perfectly does for you, as well as saving time that goes along with it. Another amazing tool that we like to use on List Perfectly is to manage our analytics. Poshmark does that for us, but to a certain extent, but List Perfectly goes deeper into your analytics and is able to give you more information. Now, if you cross list and sell on multiple platforms, List Perfectly will combine your analytics for you. Again, saving time, that is another huge key. The fact that they will combine your analytics for you saves you a ton of time, saves you a ton of stress, in my opinion. Like, that takes forever, working with numbers and figuring out all these analytics and trying to combine them yourself. List Perfectly does it for you.
When you're an entrepreneur, it is so important to stay organized, because usually when you work for a company, there's other people to do that for you. But when you work for yourself, there is nobody but you to handle all of your money and your analytics and your sales and your profits. You have to do that all on your own. And it's important to use your resources like List Perfectly to help keep that organization intact.
Right.
So you keep track of what you're bringing in and what you're putting out.
Right. And with all of that being said, and of course the outcome in all of this is making more money. You can sell more when you're selling on multiple platforms. You can make more money while selling on multiple platforms. Every platform is different. As you know, Poshmark takes 20%, but Kidizen may take less, or eBay may take less. So in the long run, you could be making more money by cross-listing and testing your items on different platforms to see how it does.
I think it's important to also remember that each platform attracts a different group of people. So although you might have like a top on Poshmark that isn't doing so well, it might do amazing on Depop or Mercari, because it just attracts a certain group of people that other sites might not. So cross-listing definitely improves your chances of pushing merchandise 1,000%.
Yes, so in the long run, it saves you a ton of money. I see List Perfectly as being like your own little assistant. We all need an assistant sometimes, and why not have one remotely that does all your cross-listing for you, that manages your accounts, that sends you all of your analytics combined. It's amazing.
That's a good way to put it. You're hiring an assistant.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. That you can trust.
I was going to say that,
yes.
That you can trust. Okay?
Sometimes when you hire help, you can't trust them.
Right.
But this one you can trust.
You can. So it's, in our opinion, List Perfectly definitely is worth it. It's not that expensive, and when you think about how much more money you could be making with List Perfectly, the margins are fair. Like, honestly, you're putting out a little bit of money each month to make more money and to save you time. And again, time is of the essence. Time is money. So it's definitely worth it. I know that this is a bit of a different side to us on YouTube. Usually we're talking about hair, we're talking about makeup, we're talking about our lifestyle, skincare, but this is another huge part of our life that has been around now for some months.
That's taken over.
Literally taken over. It started off really small, and now it's this whole thing, and now it's an everyday business that we work.
Yeah.
And it's our new life now. And I know that we're not on here talking about other things as much, but this is now also a part of our life, including all the things that we used to talk about before. So I know that we've attracted some people on here that are also resellers that enjoy these type of videos, but we did want to come on here and just talk to you about List Perfectly and tell you a little bit about it, and to try it if you haven't already. We have an account worth it, okay? It's amazing. So
thank you, List Perfectly, for partnering with us today. We are so excited to talk about how useful this has been for us, and hopefully it'll be useful for you too.
Please don't forget to just comment down below what else you'd like to see from us. It could be about anything hair related, beauty, lifestyle vlogs, more on Poshmark and growing your own business, anything that you'd like to see. Let us know down in the comments.
As always, do not forget to check our description box where we have all of our social media handles, our Instagram, Poshmark, you name it, everything's there.
Yeah.
So go head over there to check us out.
And our shop is Shop Ashley&angelique on Poshmark. If you didn't know, shop our closet, shop our style. Thank you guys so much again, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.